Scrappers! Hello from Laura Buechler at Inkyfingers Papercrafting here in Nanaimo, BC. I'm here to wish you a happy Make It Monday and to tell you that yes, you are creative. Everyone is. You just got to find it. You just got to give yourself permission to be creative. And you really should, because not only is it fun, but it's actually a really positive indicator for your health, your positive mental and physical health and well-being. So why wouldn't you want that? All right, I'm here once again on Make It Monday to show you how to make a really simple, beautiful, awesome card. This is actually a really cool masculine card, and we're going to be using the Oceanfront stamp set to create that. And let's jump in and get started. How's everyone doing today? What did you do on the weekend? Oh, hey, Linda, all the way from Wisconsin. That's so cool. Nice to see you. What did you do on the weekend, Linda? Did you do anything fun? I went and traveled away to the Sunshine Coast where my sister lives, watched her play in a cello concert, which was absolutely fantastic with her orchestra, and celebrated my mom's 70th birthday. Fabulous times. Made cards. Yes, Lena. Way to go. All right, I'm going to zoom my camera out a little bit. I have got this fantastic crosshatch embossing folder. This is one of the basics 3D embossing folders. You can find these as part of the online exclusive. So visit inkyfingers.ca/exclusives, and you will find that in a set of 3 embossing folders. There's a polka dot one. There's this one with the crosshatch, and then there's one that looks kind of like stars or flowers. Anyway, doesn't that create a cool pattern? We're going to use that on our card today. I just thought it went well with our kind of ocean scene here. All right, that's all that we need the machine for. So I've got a crumb cake card base here. And then this piece that I've just embossed. Oh, awesome, Linda. You got some crafting done too. Fantastic. I did miss out on crafting since I was away this weekend, but gonna have to make up for it this week. All right, so I'm gonna pop that onto my card base here. Doesn't that look cool? Oh, I like it. And I'm going to put that aside. Now I've got a piece of balmy blue cardstock and then another piece of basic white. And this is cut, this white piece is cut with the deckled rectangles dies. That's how I created that really cool edge all the way around here. And it just mats nicely on this piece of balmy blue. And I'm going to use the stamps, well, some of the stamps from the Oceanfront stamp set to create a beautiful oceanfront scene. It's kind of perfect, actually, because I live right on the coast, and to go away for the weekend, I had to travel over the ocean, and I had to take 2 ferries to get where I was going. And then on the way back, I splurged and took the float plane. So I got to fly over the ocean and only take 25 minutes to get home instead of several hours. And it was amazing and gorgeous. And yes, totally makes me think of the images in this stamp set. So one of the cool things about stamp sets like this, when you look at it, you're like, I don't know what all those pieces are or what they can do. Well, the cool thing is you can create any scene that you want. So any of these pieces here, you could use them as the sky, as water, as land. There's probably even other things that you could use them for. So you get to decide what your scene is going to look like and create it in the colors that you want, and however big or small or wide or narrow, etc., etc. So I'm going to show you one option, and then if I get excited, if you're all having fun here with me, maybe I'll do some more, create some more different scenes. So I'm going to start with the water. Okay, so I'm going to use this slanty one as the water, and I'm going to do that in Coastal Cabana. Okay, and I'm putting it kind of in the middle. And because I've got photopolymer stamps here, the see-through stamps, that's why I'm using my Stampin' Pierce mat underneath. It's hard to show that underneath. I've got it wrapped in grid paper to keep the mess off it. And that helps my photopolymer stamps have a clearer image when I'm stamping them. Okay, so now I'm going to get my Balmy Blue, same color as that cardstock. And I've got this larger piece, and I'm going to make this arbitrarily the sky. Now, here's a trick that I want to show you. I've already got my water stamped on here. This could be the seaside or a lake or even a river, whatever you like. Now, I want to stamp the sky on top. And of course, I have photopolymer stamps, so I can see and have a lot of control about where exactly I'm stamping that. I can see where it's going. But I've learned this from experience. If I stamp it even just a little bit too high and there's a white stripe across in between, that's not going to look right. I'm not going to be happy with that. So instead of risking that, I'm going to actually aim to stamp it lower than I might think, because it's better to have an overlap than to leave a stripe. So you can see now we've got a little bit of an overlap where we can see those two colors have crossed over, and it doesn't even matter because it just kind of looks like the horizon line, right? It doesn't look weird or bad at all. It looks actually kind of cool. Whereas if we had a white stripe in between there, that would look weird. So we try not to let that happen. Okay, so there's my Balmy Blue sky. And you're probably looking at it and going, okay, you talked all about that white stripe, but what's this big white splotch over here? And it's because the stamp is kind of shaped that way, right? So if I was worried about it, I could, stamp over it again, or I could take my Balmy Blue blend and blend this in. But, honestly, it's kind of like these stamps look like watercolor painting. So I'm not too stressed that it doesn't look precise. That's kind of the look I'm going for when I'm creating this scene. Okay, so I've got the water, I've got the sky. Our beautiful scene is coming along quite nicely. Now I want to use this stamp. This would actually make a really nice horizon stamp over here too. You could make a nice land mass that you're looking at across the ocean. I'm going to use it here to create some land in the foreground. And I'm going to use crumb cake ink for that. So I'm going to start with this. And again, I'm going to try to overlap a little bit. That actually looks really good. I'm super happy with that. And I'm going to add another one. Flip it around the other way. Add another one. Maybe even get excited and add a third one down here. Whew, loving it. Okay, now look at how the images that I've stamped are all so textured, right? You saw me. I just used one ink color here, but you can see it gets darker where they overlap, and then it kind of looks speckled here. Yeah, it's so detailed and textured. I think they're gorgeous. Okay, so now one more thing I want to do. There's actually, speaking of speckles, there's a speckle stamp in the Oceanfront stamp set. So I'm going to use that a little bit more, and I'm going to stamp off to get some different coloration. And I've just added to make it look more like sand. I'm going to add one more here in the corner. There we go. The grains of beach on the sand. Isn't this a beautiful, relaxing scene? I'd love to know. Throw me a comment and let me know what occasion you would use this card for. I am also going to grab this stamp here. This is some bulrushes, again, from the Oceanfront stamp set. And there's also a little beach grass and then a tall, I don't know what you would call this, seagrass or something maybe. Anyway, a few different options for your your flora. And I'm going to stamp some bulrushes along the shore. Now look at that. While you are thinking about what occasion you would like to use this card for, I'm going to clean off my stamps. Get everything all cleaned up. And then if you give me a good suggestion, I might be able to make it come true. Find a sentiment nearby and put something cool on the inside of the card. Okay, so we've got everything cleaned up. I'm just going to grab my linen thread. Hey, Glenda, nice to see you. Glenda is one who loves to travel to beautiful places that look like this. I'm surprised, actually, that she's anywhere near a computer to be saying hello to us today because she's almost always off traveling somewhere. So I'm going to go ahead and mat this on the Balmy Blue mat. You're home now. Well, how nice. How long till your next trip, my friend? It's probably not long. Gonna put that on the mat. Oh, hey, Maury. Oh my goodness, we've got all our friends joining today. So nice to see you, Maury. Okay, Linda suggests this could be a happy birthday card or a thinking of you card. I agree. It could be either of those. Okay. So it's just going to go on there like that. And I forgot I was going to put some linen thread wrapped around this piece, but I was so excited that I just taped it all down immediately. So we'll see if I can think of some other interesting way to incorporate my thread. I could just wrap it around this piece. That might look strange. Let's give it a try. Well, it's not bad, actually. Maybe I'll try that. Thinking of you. Okay, yes, we'll make it a thinking of you card. I gotta tell you, I designed this card for a mega class that I did with one of my teammates recently. It was super fun, super awesome mega class. And I designed this card originally to be a Father's Day card. Like, okay, we need a masculine card. We need a Father's Day card. Oceanfront stamp set will do good for that. And I think it did make a good Father's Day card. But I also feel like this could make a really good sympathy card. Because it's just kind of peaceful and beautiful scene. I don't know, something about it just makes me think it would work for that occasion. So I love stamp sets that are like that you could use for all different kinds of things. And you know what? I'm going to be really, really unpredictable, and I'm going to attach it down here at the corner. Get some of my dimensionals. Okay. And put those on. So yeah, our mega class was a big success. We decided actually that we're just going to book the first weekend of November for our Christmas mega class and the first weekend of May for our spring mega class, and that's just going to be it going forward every time. So make sure that you block those dates off in your calendar and come and join us. You get to make 12 cards, get to have a full day of fun with other crafters. It's fantastic. Okay, great idea for a sympathy card, right? Maury, does this look like the view from your place? You have a beautiful view where you are. Now, again, I could put the sentiment on the front, but I kind of like this scene so much that I don't really want to cover it up. So instead, I'm going to put my sentiment on the inside. Let me see what I have. Thinking of you. Oh, here's a nice one. This is my Sending Smiles set. It's got lots and lots of great sentiments. So I'm going to put sending comfort and strength. That's a good one. It's always nice when you have people in your life who are struggling with lots of different things. There's all kinds of things that people have a hard time with. And if we get to send them a card and let them know that we're thinking of them, I mean, what could be better, right? Getting that card in the mail and knowing that someone cares really always brightens your day. So, oh, thank you, Maury. Maury agrees with me. How nice. So let me know in the comments, when is the last time that you sent or received a card? Doesn't have to be handmade. I would just love to know either way. I'm going to use these two for my sentiment. I've got crumb cake here. Oh, and because it's another photopolymer stamp set, I'm going to grab my mat again. Today, did you send or receive a card today, Glenda? Tell us all about it, please. Always like to know the details. And I'm going to get my early espresso. And that's going to go. Received 4 today. Nice. And Glenda sent and received. That's wonderful. I sent, I think, 3 cards today. And the last card I received was on Friday because the mail hasn't come here yet. Yeah, so I received some swap cards from my teammates. I'm going to put some bulrushes right down there in the corner. So don't forget, you can always bring in some elements from the outside of your card to the inside to tie in. And you can even stamp on the envelope. I really like that. That looks really good. What a wonderful card that someone's going to win. So yes, if you share this video anytime between right this minute and next Monday afternoon, I do a draw between everybody who shares the video to see who is going to win the card. So make sure if you do share that you drop a comment and let me know that you shared it, because Facebook doesn't always tell me because of Facebook privacy and so on, which is the reason, sadly, that I don't get to give away a card today, because I know that somebody shared last week, but it won't tell me who it is. So, oh, that's sad. So there you go. A beautiful card that you could use for lots of different occasions with the Oceanfront stamp set. This is a really lovely stamp set. I also use the Basics 3D embossing folder. All of these products that you've seen me use today, you can get them on my website, inkyfingers.ca. And don't forget that you can also check the website for my upcoming virtual and in-person classes, as well as all the Stampin' Up promotions, catalogs, details, lots of tutorials, and so on and so on. So thank you so much for joining me today. And if you had fun, if you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that heart button. And oh, thank you, Linda. Thank you so much for sharing. You'll be in the draw next week to win this card. Have a great week, everyone. Happy stamping. See you next time on Make It Monday. Bye.